Did you know that Citizens Financial is offering qualified applicants large EIN only business loan amounts these days with fair or bad credit? So if you are interested, I want you to stick around because in today's conversation, I'll be talking to you about how to get an EIN only large business loan from Citizens Financial with bad or fair credit. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you are to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's discussion, I want to show you step by step how to get approved for a large EIN only business loan from Citizens Financials, even if you have a bad or fair credit. The first thing you need to do is to check out Citizens Business Lending. So Citizens is a financial behemoth. They are a large bank and they do have a business loan. So you can see on the screen right now. So when we speak about business lending at Citizens, you have four main products. So you have business line of credit, you have business or equipment flex loan, you have business term loans, and you have business mortgages. Okay, so let's start with business line of credit. So with a business line of credit from Citizens Financial, you can access funds for short-term uses such as purchasing inventory, paying accounts receivables, or managing seasonal needs. This is kind of cool, especially if you are in a cyclical sector or a seasonal sector. That's pretty good. So you can experience the speed and simplicity of the Citizens Bank Vantage Link online application. Okay, so you can get a business loan or line of credit for up to $250,000 in 2 to 3 days. We also have the business or equipment flex loan. Here you have the flexibility to finance various assets such as equipment, vehicles, or machinery with a short-term line of credit that turns into a term loan. So this is obviously a collateralized loan, okay? So you can purchase multiple assets or make leasehold improvements with a single business loan. And for business flex loans, the borrowing limits are $10,000 up to $150,000, and you will have a 6-month period to draw from your line of credit before it turns into a fixed rate term loan for the remainder of the repayment period. So this is kind of cool. And for equipment flex loans, the borrowing limits are $150,000 up to $500,000, and you will have a 12-month period to draw from your line of credit before it turns into a fixed rate term loan for the remainder of the repayment period. Then you also have EIN only business term loans. You can purchase large assets and increase long-term liquidity. So flexible terms are, you have flexible terms here, and you could customize your term up to 7 years, 84 months, okay, up to $250,000. And last but not the least, we have business mortgage. You can purchase, renovate, or refinance your commercial property with Citizens Financial. And this is kind of cool because whether you own a retail space, office, industrial site, or warehouse, Citizens Financial's dedicated team of business banking specialists will get to know your business and work with you to find the business mortgage terms that best fit your needs. So step number 1, you need to check out Citizens Business Lending. Of course, we want to focus on the EIN only business term loans, right? Step number 2, you need to zero in on the best business loan. So first, we were looking at the catalog of loans they have. Now let's focus on the best business loan, EIN only business loan for you. Now, let me ask you a question. You have to think about whether you want a business term loan or a business line of credit. Which one do you like? Decision time here, big decision time. Which one do you like? And why do you like that? Why right now your company needs to have a business term loan, EIN only, or a business line of credit, EIN only? It really depends. It depends on the health, how strong your financials are. It depends on the sector you're in. It depends on the kind of cyclicality you have. It depends on why you need the money in the first place. Do you need the money urgently? Is it a one-time thing? Is it a sporadic thing? or is it an ongoing need? Because at the end of the day, you got to compare and contrast an EIN only business term loan from Citizens Financial and a business line of credit EIN only. So for business term loan, you basically have a rate structure options. So you can choose from a fixed or variable rate loan. You have flexible terms. You can customize your term up to 7 years/84 months. You can apply online, and term loans range from $10,000 all the way to $150,000, and you can qualify for the bank's express lending process. For term loans over $150,000, you will be contacted by a Citizens banker, and decision will be rendered in 2 to 3 days. So that's for the term loan. For the business line of credit, you basically have you pay only interest. You only pay interest on the funds that you use. You can choose from interest only or principal plus interest payment options, and lines of credit are reviewed and renewed annually to provide you with the funds you need from year to year. And the annual fee is $150 for lines of credit, $50,000 to $100,000, and 0.3% for lines of credit, $100,000 all the way to $1 million. So they have a gradual sort of a tiered fee structure here, something you need to know about. Step number 3, folks, you need to explore Citizens business credit cards. This is important because, again, this conversation is about EIN only business loans, but at the end of the day, as we always say on this and other shows, chances are you may qualify or you may not qualify. Okay, this thing can go either way. So if you don't get qualified for an EIN only business loan at Citizens Financial with poor or fair credit, you might want to have a plan B. And the plan B is to maybe get an EIN only Citizens business credit cards with bad or fair credit. And let's just go through the list here. So with Citizens Financials, you only have 2 business credit cards. There are only 2 business credit cards, as you can see on the screen here. 2 business credit cards. So they have the Everyday Points Business MasterCard, and then they have the Business Platinum MasterCard. So with the Everyday Points Business MasterCard, this is a business credit card that rewards you for your everyday purchases. You get 2 points for every dollar spent for the daily purchases you make with your business credit card. You can earn up to 3.5% back in rewards when you spend $5,000 in the first 90 days and up to 1% thereafter. You can redeem for travel, cashback, and more. And points can be redeemed for hundreds of points and services on their Everyday Points website. So you can have cashback, travel rewards, gift cards, and merchandise. And in terms of APR, you have APR that are either 11.24%, 15.24%, 19.24%, or 21.24%. And this APR will depend on your creditworthiness and will vary with the market based on the prime rate. There's no annual fee. The second card is the Business Platinum MasterCard, and here you have 0% intro APR on all business purchases for 6 months, and the APR will be 8.24%, 14.24%, 17.24%, or 19.24%. Again, this APR will vary based on your credit score and the market based on the prime at that time. No annual fee also. So both cards feature this benefits. So you have 24/7 online account management, worldwide purchasing power, and the highest level of security with chip and PIN technology, master rental car insurance, enhanced ID theft protection, cell phone protection, discounts for Intuit, QuickBooks, and TurboTax, mobile receipt management, no charge for additional cards, golf privileges, and TPC courses, MasterCard global service, and travel accident and baggage delay insurance. So those 2 cards are kind of cool. And at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself which one really works for you. Now, let me ask you a question. Big decision time. Which card do you think you might need based on the benefits I gave you? Think about it. Do you even need a card? By the way, if you do, then this is great because you have a backup plan. Okay, you have a backup plan in case you don't get qualified for the business loan. Step number 4, folks. I want to speak to you about forging a relationship with Citizens. If your goal is to get an EIN only large business loan from Citizens Financials with a poor or fair credit, you got to have a relationship with them. You need to establish something. You need to actually work with them. It's all about working hand in hand. It's all about working hand in hand, right? Creating that synergy. So you can do so by opening asset accounts and engaging with sort of hiring Citizens Financials for other services that you might need. So in terms of business checking, you got to open a business checking account. This is quintessential. This is a vital ingredient in your journey to getting the EIN-only business loan you need from Citizens Financial. Business checking. So you have a choice between 3 accounts. So you have the Clear Better business checking, the business advisor checking, and the Citizens Analysis business checking. Okay. And the Clear Better business checking is ideal for small businesses with modest monthly account activity. The business advisor checking is great for it's a relationship account for businesses with greater monthly account activity. And the Citizens Analysis business checking is a comprehensive checking account for businesses with high volume account activity, providing access to cash management services, ACH transfers, sweeps, wires, and more. Citizens also have has the great idea of having a specialized checking. That's kind of cool. Also, you can also have business savings, money markets, and CDs. Okay, so if you have excess cash flow, you can make the most of it. You have strategic saving that allows you to manage the success and growth of your business. And for savings, you have 3 types of products. You have business savings, business money markets, and you have business CDs. And you can also take advantage of business online and mobile banking at Citizens Bank. Okay, so the cool thing here is they have a repertoire of tools and services that allow you to run your business not only physically but also digitally. You could also think about opening an account with Citizens in terms of investing and benefits. All right, you can see on the screen here, you can invest in your employees and your future. You can, if you're looking for strategies to support your employees and sustain the health of your business, Citizens can be great for you. So they offer 3 types of services: employee benefit strategies, they have business insurance protection, and they have business investment management. So my point here is that you need to forge a deeper relationship with Citizens if your goal is to get a large business loan from them with fair or poor credit. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are also having a conversation here about how to get approved for a large EIN-only business loan from a Citizens Bank with bad or fair credit. Step number 5, folks. I want you to check your business credit score. And you can see on the screen here, courtesy of the website NAV, the difference between a business credit score and a personal credit score. At the end of the day, one thing I want to say here is that both your personal credit score and business credit score are important when it comes to getting a business loan from Citizens. Okay, this is important. But in today's conversation, I want to focus on business credit for a minute. This is important. So one thing you need to think about is that your business credit will range from you can see on the screen. I will show you later on, but I will quickly want to say that your business credit score will range from 0 to 580, depending on the agency you're talking about. So having a great credit score allows you to have access and accuracy in terms of your business credit score. Now, let me ask you a question. Big decision time. Do you know the factors that determine business credit scores? You have to. Don't tell me you don't, because I'm gonna give you those factors today, but I want you to take notes. It's important because if you want the Citizens Financial to actually approve you for a larger loan amount with EIN only, you better have a strong EIN, you better have a strong business credit score. So your payment history, the age of the credit history, the debt and debt usage, the industry risk, and the company size all make up your business credit score. And on the screen here, I'm showing you the business credit score, the range based on the agency. So you have the Dun & Bradstreet Paydex 0 to 100, the IntelliScore Plus from Experian 0 to 100, the FICO Liquid Credit Small Business Scoring Score 0 to 300, and the Equifax Business Delinquency Risk Score 224 to 580. And I'm showing you on the screen, we have an example from the IntelliScore Plus from Experian. This is how it looks like. You have the score range and the risk description. So it goes from low at 50. This is a risk class number 5. You're in the green, to high. and the score range is for 1 to 19, and this is risk class number 1. And I'm also showing you right now here, you have the FICO Liquid Credit Small Business Scoring Service, and here you have 100 to 200, and the minimum score to pass SBA's pre-screen process is 140 if you are in the market for that kind of a loan. But otherwise, you just want to have an idea, okay? And business credit scores are very important because they help lenders determine your borrowing power, determine your rates on business insurance, and actually allow you to get more time to pay. Okay, so you want to really check your business credit score because mistakes happens, credit score might change, you get better financing, and fraud can occur. So you constantly want to monitor your business credit score to uncover whatever inconsistency or inaccuracy there is. Number 6, folks, I want you now to talk to Citizens. I want you to have a conversation with a banker at Citizens Bank. Okay, so you want to gather your business documentation. You can see on the screen here. But let me ask you a question. Very important decision time. Big decision time. Do you know what the Citizens needs, or any other banker for that matter? Do you know exactly what they need before lending to you, or do you know what they need before even talking to you about your loan? You need to think about those things because those requirements are not that different. So they will ask about your revenue, right? The business licenses and permits, the financial statements, all that kind of important business information. They might also want to have your personal financial statements if you have a sole proprietorship, which you don't want. You really don't want to have a sole proprietorship. You want to have an LLC or an LP or an S Corp or C Corp. Okay. You want to forget about, you need to get an EIN. Of course, you can't have an EIN-only business loan from Citizens Financials if you are still using your social security number. It just doesn't make sense. So you also want to talk to Citizens about the schedule of business debt that you currently have. Do you have let's just say, are you paying other debts right now? What is the DTI of, what is your company's DTI, your debt to income ratio? And Citizens Bank also might want to have a beneficial ownership attestation. We are showing this to you on the screen as well as the link to that document. It's called the beneficial ownership attestation. And you also have the BB document submission link. This is something that is proprietary to Citizens Bank, but it's good because that's how you talk to a citizen. That's how you submit data to them. That's how you ask for more information. And when you speak to a banker at Citizens, you can discuss business liquidity, services you need, the loan amount requested, your business's financial situation, aka your financial statements. You need to be prepared to talk about your personal financial situation, and you need to ask them whether or not they need a business plan or projected sales data to qualify you for the loan. And what about a startup? As a startup, can you qualify for an EIN-only business loan with City National Bank? This not Citizens, not City National Bank. We have covered so many banks on this show that I'm just So we're speaking here about Citizens, okay? The Citizens approve startups. And what about credit scores? Do they care about personal credit scores and business credit scores, or both, or either? So yeah, this is the kind of question you need to ask them. Step number 7, folks, you need to apply. So it's better to apply at a branch or over the phone. As we have said on this show and on other shows, it's quintessential to, when it comes to EIN-only business lending, to have a conversation first with the banker, which we have already done, but also apply at a branch over the phone. You want to avoid the whole algorithmic process that goes on when you apply online, because when you apply online, things are done algorithmically. You are being taken care of by a robot that will assign you a credit score or an internal credit metric, and based on that, you'll get denied or approved. You don't want that. You want to go through the human, quote unquote, the human process, if possible. And here is the information you need to have before. You need to have this information handy before you begin. Your legal business name, your business tax ID, aka your EIN, your annual sales, and your annual net profits. So I want you to look with me on the screen right now. So you have to go to businessloans.citizensbank.com. Citizens Bank Direct. Here's a link, and here is what you have. I'm just showing you this to you so you have an idea of what kind of information they're asking during the process. But I strongly recommend that you go to a branch, or you do this over the phone, or that you, if they tell you to do it online, okay, but at least you know, okay? So you have to click here, Get Started. See the little orange box here? Get Started. And then here you have, they're asking you what is the primary purpose use of funds, right? This is here. So you have business credit card. You have 4 options, right? Next, so we just chose line of credit for working capital to manage cash flow, for travel expenses, for inventory, or for other everyday purchases. Continue. Then you have here, let's get started with your application. Here they're just asking you for your info. You put your name, first name, last name. You put your email address, your date of birth, the legal business, the name of the business, and the zip code, all that kind of stuff. And click Get Started. And here they'll ask you, what does your business do? You put what your business do, what your business does, and you put continue. And then what kind of service do you provide? You have to, if you don't see your service here, you want to click more options, and you can see your options here. So and they say, let's try this descriptions instead. And so they give you options. So you click on that. Next, they have here, they're asking you so once you do this, they want you to have a business profile and profitability analysis. They do it for you. Those things are automatically generated, right? This is based on their data. So you click continue, and here you can see the feedback above is, you can see here. Do you see the credit score card at the bottom of the page here? That's wonderful. This is really great. We've never seen this. This is great. So you click continue. And here you have to tell them about your business, you put all the things on the screen, the business characteristic, it's an LLC, all that kind of stuff, the tax ID, the EIN. And next you have to put your personal information. So you enter your social, your address, whether you own or rent your primary residence, how long you've been there. Next you have to say, tell us about your request. You have to put information, how much money you're asking for, $200,000, you put whatever you can see on the screen. Continue. And they want additional information, so they would just want to make sure that your business is legit, is not doing anything risky. Then you click continue, and then here this is it's taking about 2 minutes to load all the results. Next, and you can see next here they're giving you credit feedback. They're telling you all the things that they have. Okay, next you can see here that it's like, once you click submit, you have your application is under review. So they said, thank you for applying. We have collected a lot of valuable information that will help expedite the review, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And then you go to your email address. You can see here, they say that they'll send you an email. Congratulations, your Citizens Bank online application was successfully submitted. So basically, once you do this, this will kick off the process. If you have any question during the process, you can save, or you can call. You can call 1-888-519-5768. So 1-888-519-5768. Or you can even email customer@businessloans.citizensbank.com. Again, the email is customers. No, this is customer, just singular, okay? No plural. So customer, you can see this on the screen, folks. So it's customer@businessloans.citizensbank.com. Ideally and preferably, you should just call, okay? Just forget about the whole email thing, because your email is just going to end up somewhere. Nobody's going to read it. But if you call someone, you have information ASAP, okay? All right, folks. This was it for today's conversation. I was talking to you about how to get a large EIN-only business loan from Citizens Bank with bad or fair credit. Number one, you need to check out Citizens Business Lending. Number two, you want to zero in on the best business loan. Number three, you want to explore Citizens business credit cards. Number four, you want to forge a relationship with Citizens. Number five, you want to check your business credit score. Number six, you want to talk to Citizens. Number seven, you want to apply. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.